So, radio TV presenter of multi-TV on Adom Radio and Adom TV, Ekuma Mamazimbi, has been campaigning Wear Your Dress Now. It's a campaign that is seeking to advise all young women who are not married yet to keep their legs closed till the right man comes their way. And she actually was trending on Twitter. She's been trending ever since she started that campaign, and the guys are worried. Why is that? Well, let's take a listen to the story.
Mama Zimbi, who is noted for her frown on sex before marriage, has taken her campaign a notch higher, this time onto social media. She got onto Twitter last Saturday to advise all young ladies never to allow men who are not willing to pay their bride price have sex with them for free. Ekuma Mamazimbi, who recently won the Most Popular Television Show Award at the Radio TV Awards 2015, how long will you allow yourself to be tasted, toasted and tested in the name of love? Hashtag wear your dress now. She further urged young ladies to keep what is left for the right men who will honor them with marriage. Meanwhile, some Twitter enthusiasts, especially the guys, are not pleased with Ekuma's campaign. I wonder why.
Obviously, it puts a smile on the women's face, and the guys go like, well, Agbaku is an untold story. I don't know, whenever there is history, there is obviously one bit of it that is yet to be told, and that is Agbaku. That is Ga language, simply meaning untold. This is a play a young playwright is venturing into, and come on the 5th of September, you will get to watch this, Agbaku, the untold story of the guys. He's here to tell us more about what he knows that we do not know. Hi, Oswald. Thanks for joining us on the white carpet. High five would do. Thank you. Yeah. Agbaku, yes. Why that? What do you know that the guys themselves do not know?
Well, I'm a guy myself.
Okay.
And apparently this production is coming watching Chief Moment's Ogbejeke. You know, he had to take us down the memory lane, touching on the tribes, and there was something that cropped up, and I was so surprised, and I didn't know as a guy, having gone through tertiary, gone to school, I never knew about that. And it happened to be the comic relief in the TAP production.
I see. What was that? Can you share with us?
The dying of King Takitaria.
Okay.
And it is believed that he cursed the Gun state before dying.
Oh, okay.
And that's why the Guns are still struggling.
What was the curse?
Well,
that is what you're seeking to tell us in your play.
That's what I'm going to tell.
Okay.
And I was also just so comfortable, so that became the client call, the call for me to dive deep and do research. And I think having started that way with regards to Chief Moment, I think we should also do the same. So I decided to do the research, meet those I'm supposed to meet, and then put it in the form of a bricolage. Okay. That is going to be different disciplines of art put together. Anyway, that's what he did.
Okay.
I'm going to have music, the cultural troupe, combined like in Mungu, as we used to have in the Marriage of Anansewa.
In Mungu, okay.
Mungu, puts them together, dance, drama, cultural performances, poetry, sketch put together. Like we used to have in the good old days when we said Pimpina.
Yeah, Pimpina, Nana, CCC kind of,
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do on the 5th of September at the Folks Place of the National Theatre.
Okay. Okay, so what time exactly?
It's going to be 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
sharp
we're taking
on the dot, yes.
On the dot.
Okay, and it's how many cast do you have?
About 20.
Okay.
Because we're looking at the cultural troupe being part. We have the musician, the acoustic guitarist, the flutist. We have some poets on board, and then we have a drama section. So almost 20 in that production. I
see. You are pretty young in the theater industry. I know your predecessors have set the standards already. Can you just throw a bit of light to the kind of challenge you are encountering as you prepare for Agbaku?
You rightly said, people like Obuors, Dr. Ben Abdallah have said the piece, but we have a twist to add to it. What I think to this time, I'm using talents as poetry. I just want to focus more on the poetry and other disciplines. And you know, poetry appears to be one field not so much exploited. So I want to focus on the poetry aspects of the performances. So this one could have been a spoken word if we never had the storytelling and the drama. But for the fact that we have those, we cannot call it spoken word. That's why I decided to call it bricolage. So I've come across guitarists, acoustic, try to blend them to have a more presentable presentation.
I see. You are a very good young poet. Before I let you go, can you just share with us one poem that we're likely to hear you present on the day on 5th September? Don't mind me, I like to put people on spot.
Tukwakacha muku muku, tekwakacha muku muku. Afawoi wonyani waban. This land, so wide as the breadth of the wilderness, woven with the fibers of treachery and flabbergast. This live metaphor of the wilderness, little strength, yet so many to mold with. We will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. But if we don't, because the night comes and the sun refuses to rise, then tell them. Tell them, comrades. Tell them that we to kiss the soles of our feet on these soils. Tell them this is not our home. Yes, so generous we are going.
Thank you so much, Oswald. That was very, very beautiful. If anybody wants to reach you, how do we get you?
0244-174-908. 0244-174-908. And the rate is only 10 Ghana cedis. Only 10 Ghana cedis.
Sure. It's more like saying it's free entry.
Almost free.
Just pay a token to say thank you, well done.
Sure. Those of you who never had the chance to watch people now, when the moon was up in the sky sitting, and then we had to gather and see people now. Just come around. There's no other place to have this production than the fourth place of the National Theatre.
Congratulations, Oswald, and thank you so much. We will be there. We will support theatre, and that was a beautiful poetry. Well, still talking theatre, the Ace playwright, Uncle Obuors, has done it again. He dropped his latest play, Bananas and Granates. And if anybody said, if you walk in there to see that play, you go bananas, don't doubt it, because that's just what will happen to you. You go nuts, you turn bananas. Well, Bananas and Granates, here are excerpts for you.
The play highlights the various choices one makes in life, throwing light on a young woman who couldn't settle on a life partner.
I've not seen a girl like me, period. I'm in a class of my own. Beauty, check. Intelligence, check. Confidence, check. Fun-loving, check. Single and chihuahua, check, check.
You see that I remember your birthday? Oh, so you are not talking to me? Well, at least take time to smell the flowers that I got from Samsung.
Would you like to try it again?
Again?
Let's try it again.
Okay.
More chill.
Chill.
Yes, chill.
Chill.
Yes. So try and sing it like me, all right?
Thank you.
Yes, just like me. Today I don't feel like doing anything. Put in a bit of face. Tone it down just a little bit. Yes, that's it. Yeah, okay, good. Are you ready?
Okay.
Good. Today I don't feel like doing anything.
Today I don't feel like doing anything.
patrons were so thrilled, they asked for more.
It was awesome. It was fantastic. You know, the beautiful thing about it is it picked life lessons, put them together in a nice play, hilarious, and sends you going home with many lessons in your own life. It was just a beautiful piece.
Very fun, educative, and entertaining. I love the storyline. It had the best I have seen so far.
Very witty, very crafty. Wonderful play. Congratulations to him.
You know, some of us women saw ourselves in the play right there, you know, so...
You saw yourself in there?
Yeah, I think...
You saw yourself in there?
I did, and I think every woman did. Every woman who was in there saw herself in that play, because a lot of times the guys who are not that good, we tend to, you know, maybe like yourself.
Is it true? Is it true? Is it true that you girls like it rough and not too nice all through?
Very true.
Powered by Airtel, Bananas and Grana shows again on the 28th, 29th, and 30th of September, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day.
All right, so I love the feminist perspective. She says, girls like it rough, yeah. Literally meaning that well, that's just by the way. Okay, so I don't know if the current pressure the media, the public is giving him is what is encouraging or bringing up this TV reality interest, or is it that because every celebrity is going into one project or the other, so peer pressure? Whichever way, there's some peer pressure somewhere that he will be explaining to us later. But let's take a watch at excerpts of the launch of the Fit In program, TV reality show by musical president Obuors. When we come back, we have him right here on the white carpet, and he will talk more about that and other related issues. Well, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the musical president, Vice Osaikofo, aka Obuors, the latest Keep Fit man in town. Hi, Obuors.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm fine. It's good to see you. We were almost told that you died off just a week ago.
I'm sure that's social media doing its own toll on humanity.
So it's not true that you passed out?
No, I didn't.
You did not pass out?
No, nothing of the sort. I think I had just done a couple of exercises and I was tired, so I was just resting, and some of my friends just took these pictures, and you know, guys trying to play around, you know, Obuors collapses, you know, and then before you realize it had just caught fire.
Okay, before we continue with this conversation, are you wearing corsets?
No.
Do you wear corsets?
No.
Do you wear waistband?
If I do, then my stomach will not look that big.
That's the question I was asking myself. How come then that your stomach looks bloated?
I think it's one of those media stuff again, you know.
I see. It's good to know. So what really brought up the interest of the Fit In 6?
So the Fit In 6 project is actually my fitness program to lose weight. So it's my deal. Okay. Now I've been trying to lose weight for about 2 years now, but I've just realized that every time I try, I get through like a month and then I just give up, you know. So I've just been thinking through how I would lose this weight and how I would make it possible, and I'll pay attention to it and make it work for me, because I really need to lose weight.
Okay. Why do you really need to lose
reason
weight?
Being, too many people that care about me, my fans that look up to me, have made it a big deal for me. Okay. You know, I mean, the last time, 2 months ago, when that picture of me in the football jersey came out, I had like 600 in Facebook inbox messages. Some were very bad and some were so nice. I read some of them and I feel, I wish I could just shrink in a day, you know, because there are so many people who feel worried. They think I'm unhealthy because of how my weight is. And I feel, as a leader, one of the things you must do is you must listen to people, you know, and you must try to make people also see that you care about yourself the same way they care about you. So I just want to make those who care about me very, very happy. I want to try and lose this weight, get back in shape, again, in preparation for my next album, because again, I gave myself a 4-year break from music whilst I was musical president, and that 4-year comes to an end in October. So in going into my next year, I just want that new rebranding of Obuors. So really, it's about my losing weight. But I've seen that I've actually lost about, let's say about 20 pounds within now in the last 2 months. But
I get and
I get a lot of phone calls. I get a lot of people calling me, friends saying, "Oh, but what are you doing? How are you doing it? Oh, Charlie, how can we join you? How can you know?" So to be able to make people share in this experience, we decided to make it like a reality TV show, which would give that opportunity. You know, so we'll have times that we'll invite the general public. We'll go climb the Bree Mountain together. We'll do different activities so that make people see it and join you, and then I won't be the only one losing weight, but there are so many people who want to also lose weight. What
actually caused you putting on so much weight?
I think it's I keep trying to find out. I was discussing it with the doctors the last time. I think it's changing lifestyle. So I used to be a very
living very good. There's plenty money.
No, I used to be a very energetic guy who virtually almost every week I would do a very energetic performance. And then whilst I was doing performances, I was always rehearsing like 2 or 3 times every week. And if you follow the board, you see that I have serious, hard, you know, excessive dancers with me on stage. So I never used to be the gym type. I eat whatever I eat, anytime I eat it, but I was able to dance like 2 hours twice in a week. So I did something that was shedding off that waist. Now, for the last 4 years, I've not done any performances. I'm not doing any rehearsal. My dancers have loaned them to different groups because I'm not doing any performances, so I'm not motivated to rehearse.
You telling the story reminds me of your own song, Abua Kunkuntiba.
You know, you know, so that change in lifestyle where now from that energetic guy who is always out performing to the guy in the office sitting on letters, writing letters, doing so much administrative work, sleeping late, waking up early for meetings, eating anytime because you don't make that change in lifestyle with no exercise is what unfortunately has led me to where I am.
So really too?
No, I don't. That's the sad part of it. You know, I don't do much alcohol. I don't also eat a lot too. I mean, but I just feel that is a change in lifestyle, and then of course the odd times that I eat, because I eat at very odd times.
We actually need ourselves back in shape.
I know.
To inspire us.
I know. Motivate you and again dance for you again, sing for you again, to dance again. So so we're on a journey. So that's why it's called Fit in 6. So I'm giving myself 6 months to get fit. And within that 6 months, I'll be losing 50 pounds. You know, so it's a journey.
There's hope. You make it.
Yeah, it's a journey.
Okay, so that's about Fit in 6. Now let's go to Musica. Why did you choose to launch Musica Week this time outside
in the USA?
Now
the Ghana Music Week, as you know, it is a Ghanaian brand. You know, so as much as it projects music, it must also project the country Ghana. Now last year we chose a theme of using music as a catalyst for tourism promotion. And so in line with achieving the theme, the planning committee of the Ghana Music Week met and felt that, we've already organized the Music Week 2 times in Ghana. The Music Week would again happen in Ghana the 3rd time. But in line with our theme, why not us launch the event outside of Ghana, get an international media, get the international people, get foreigners to want to visit Ghana because of the Music Week. So together with the Ministry of Tourism, we started having these deliberations. We scheduled a couple of meetings, and we happened to get a good nod from the mayor of the city of Mount Vernon in New York. So he is willing for his city to host the launch of the Ghana Music Week in USA. So that's how come the whole essence is to launch it so that we get all that international media. We also get people who want to visit Ghana to get to hear about the Music Week. They book their tickets ahead of time so that they can come to Ghana from the March the 1st to the 7th in 2016.
It's more of tourism purposes.
Yes, it's really to drive tourism. And then again, we are on an agenda to take Ghana music to the world. Okay. So this is the groundbreaking, grounds for that project, Ghana Music to the World.
Good to know. And you also have the musical grand ball. I haven't attended one before, so I have no idea how it looks like.
Okay, so, no, but you love the musical grand ball, and I promise this year I'm making you attend it.
I look forward to that.
The musical grand ball is, of all our events, it's my most prestigious event.
Okay.
It's organized every year under the auspices of the sitting president.
Every year, so this is the
This is the third musical grand
edition,
ball.
okay.
The first grand ball had the president attending. The second grand ball had the president attending.
Beautiful.
Now the event is designed to suit senior people in society. It's like the captains of industry, top businessmen, top corporate officials. I mean, because again, there are a lot of CEOs in this country who never get a chance to get entertained.
Yeah.
And they mostly also sometimes do not want to mingle with the everyday Ghanaian. So this is a tailor-made event for the top-notch in society. If you bring such top-notch people together, what more can you do? We, around the same event, we use the event to raise funds. So the musical grand ball is a fundraising dinner dance set up for corporate Ghana to raise funds for the Aging Musicians Welfare Fund and the Musical Academy. So really that's what it is. But it's the best of dance, the best of food, the best of serene atmosphere. And then as part of the event, we also reward and award and honor individuals or corporate organizations who have supported the music industry. So really, that's what the musical grand ball is about.
So this is the third edition yet to happen. So it means there's been two already.
Yes, we've had the first and the second. Who are some of the people that the funds raised have gone to support so far? Okay, so the last year, let me just talk about last year. Last year, the musical grand ball raised 100,000 Ghana cedis. Okay. Now, out of this 100,000 Ghana cedis, the grand ball committee approved 60,000 for the Aging Musicians Welfare Fund, and then 40,000 for the Musical Academy. Now, the Musical Academy is an educational institute that Musica is building to train professionals.
With NAFTI?
Yes, that's the one we're doing with NAFTI to train, people for the music industry. And then the Aging Musicians Welfare Fund is a fund that has been set up to cater for musicians that are 60 and above who are in need.
Is it what you just recently gave out, 30,000?
Great. Okay. Great. So just I think last week we had a distribution for the Aging Musicians Welfare Fund. So that's what funds raised are used for the musical grand ball.
There's been lots of issues with Obuors. How would you assess yourself as the musical president so far?
So I find it difficult to be the person marking my own exams, but I like it when people give me their impression. But I mean, one thing I know for sure is coming into Musica, I had a plan, I had a vision, and almost 4 years down the line, I think the vision has never been on course that much than it is. It's been so perfect. I mean, I've not deviated from the vision. I came into Musica promising 7 key bullet points, which as we are talking, we've even spoken about 3 of them. One of them, my entire coming into Musica was, I promised Ejumapa, which was acronym for 7 things that I wanted to achieve. The first one was accountable administration. And for the first time in the history of the Musicians Union of Ghana, we publish our yearly accounts on our website. Nothing accountable than that. I mean, it's always on the website. You can go look at it yourself. I promised job creation. So we created the Ghana Music Week. Even the Ghana Music Week launch in the US, we are going with about 18 musicians.
You better have me on the list.
Again, every time there's Ghana Music Week, we give jobs to more than 2,000 musicians because it's a 7-day stretch. So I promised creating jobs for musicians as part of my Ejumapa. Now, I promised the Aging Musicians Welfare Fund as part of my Ejumapa, and the Aging Musicians Welfare Fund was born in 2012. My second year in office, I was able to achieve that. I mean, I promised pushing for the right policies to guide the industry. I've been able to secure funding from government, which is the controversial $2 million,
controversial money,
which we've used to achieve a comprehensive document on the music industry. Nothing more for policymaking than that document. So really, the things that I promised that I wanted to do when I take off music, I feel satisfied. I feel like it's been worth the journey. Now I am contesting for a second term only because some of the projects within the 4-year, I couldn't give birth to them early enough, so they are still at crawling stages. Okay. And I don't want to leave those babies crawling and I go, because
so
I'm the vision bearer. Is to make sure they are standing, they can walk, they can run.
You have become babies with sharp teeth.
And then I can take a bow, a very, very successful bow that, hey, I came to serve, I've done a great service, let's move on.
I'm impressed. Congratulations, Obuors.
Thank you.
But we still haven't experienced you in 4 good years.
I know.
In terms of singing.
I know. It won't be like that next year.
Okay, so right on the white carpet to endorse that promise. Can you just give us something?
No, it's on point. I mean, definitely. So October 31st, no, October 30th is the musical election.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping that as part of my message when I win, it would be a song.
Can you just give us a here? Just a line of that
unless
song.
I compose, because again, I haven't done the song in a while, but I can just, because I still got my creative juices.
Let's go freestyle.
Give me your local name. I'll do
Ifwa.
something. Ifwa.
Yeah.
Give me another one in addition to
I'm
Ifwa.
winning, ma.
Ifwa, I'm winning, ma. Nana hema, udin ya mi do. Nana hema, osiri ya mi fo. Seni ya wuti wa ya taha. Seni ya wuti wa ya na ha. Ose emujire kume. Baby girl, wodo ene kume. Kwabe na buwa bobo me say mu me. Charlie, it's all.
Oh, thank you so much. That was cool, huh? I was looking for the drain in my teeth.
I know, but I just saw your teeth and I have to say something about it.
Thank you so much.
I was trying to compose with you in mind,
you still got it. You still got
it.
No,
creativity. When God gives talents and He doesn't take them away, you only go still and sticky and because you're not rehearsing much. But hey, we still got to do what we got to do.
Okay, I just want to read a few comments here for you before we go. This says that is you looking great. What's the secret to your flat tummy even after giving birth? That's coming from Jifa. Ask Obuors what he's doing. It's the same thing I'm doing. Okay, Obuors, thank you so much. Thank you for honoring our invitation. We look forward to spending more time with you during the musical ball.
I'm gonna see you at the
musical week.
Sure.
And go with me to I'll report for you for free.
No problem.
Okay, so we have a lot coming your way by kind courtesy Airtel. This is always made possible. You are still with us on the white carpet. Let's take a breather here.
The white carpet is brought to you by
Airtel, the smartphone network.
You're still with us here on the white carpet. All right, so gospel artist and sound engineer Nassim says he is going solo. He's been explaining that to us.
Is also wanting to be in the music domain. He says he's going to do hip-hop. I don't know what you will have to say about that, because he will also be called a musician.
Yeah. If Kweku Bonsam comes and he wants to record with me, fine, I will record him, because, and don't forget that this promotion or this project is not for just one musician, one producer. It's not only me that I'm going to do this project. I have 10 strong producers behind me that are going to push this project. So those that are doing recording hip-hop and dancehall, we have producers that they record strictly dancehall and then hip-hop. So the only thing that we are offering is giving them a Class A studio that the sound will be on top of the game. They're not the sound that when you play today, tomorrow somebody will say, oh, and you want to cry sounding. Yeah, that's not what we're talking about. So we're giving the professional studio. You come to the studio, record your song, and you get everything done. So Kweku Bonsam can come. Anybody can come. No tribe exists. No tribe is there. And no tribe is doing what they have to do. And myself, I'm part of No Tribe. No Tribe is like the church praise and worship team in every church that you see. So No Tribe is still there doing what they have to do, and which I'm part of it. I'm still performing with No Tribe. I'm still doing everything with No Tribe. But the other side of preaching the gospel, the good news, that is where I think I have to also take that challenge and then preach it and also educate people about certain things. No Tribe is doing what we know they do most. So I also have to take other side of the gospel. Okay. Yeah, I'm going solo because I think I gave birth to children, and now my kids are old enough to mind their own business. So as a father, I have to continue my vision, and I don't have to let it sleep too long. I think it's been sleeping for too long, and I have to wake the vision up, and then I have to continue with what I started.
So does it mean there is no more Nasi with No Tribe, or No Tribe doesn't exist anymore?
Right, he answered that question. He says No Tribe still exists. He will perform with No Tribe, but he's just, going on with his dream. He's developing his dream that a brand Nasi, the brand Nasi, that is aside No Tribe. He's giving birth to School 4 and all those people. They are now babies with sharp teeth, so he can go on with his life. All right, so this is the time we get to, but you also heard him talk about that he would record Kweku Bonsam. Kweku Bonsam is actually dropping a hip-hop tune. He said after gospel, he's going hip-hop-y. And as he says, he doesn't mind at all. Once he approaches him, he has discounts. So Kweku Bonsam, this is a hint for you. You can go to Nasi's studio and get your song recorded because you have beautiful discounts from Nasi. All right, this is the point that you get to hear the views, opinions of your critics. Today we have been joined by Yemi Baba of Whitetainment and Chris Coney of an entertainment enthusiast. Hi, guys.
How you doing?
Well, and you?
How you doing, my sister?
Oh, Yemi, so yes, when will you see your spectacles? Which designed that?
Now my own design, everybody have their own this thing, and I call my own design. I supposed to celebrate myself.
Aye.
That's it.
That's so. Now, Chris, where are you?
I
bet next week let's come with ours. Right, I
think it looks like that's their signature for your man.
Yeah,
it's known for now.
I think so. Yeah.
So I have to, I have to work hard to keep this.
Part of the swag, I guess.
Yeah, na swago.
No, be swago. Sometimes I need to see for nights, but I suppose just like that.
Peer pressure.
You can call it that.
Why on earth do you think guys will get uncomfortable about a campaign that says wear your dress now? That's encouraging girls to just keep their legs closed until marriage. Why would you be uncomfortable? Are you uncomfortable about it, the subject?
Are you starting with me or Yemi?
I'm asking.
You should start with him because the thing, well, you said guys are uncomfortable?
That young ladies are being advised to close their legs till marriage.
Well, it depends.
Saying no to sex till marriage.
Well, it depends. This is our world now. I get as a B, but I don't think anybody should be uncomfortable. If anybody should be uncomfortable, it should be the, from my view, I think it should be the ladies. Because we still have those that are closed, we still have those that are open. So it depends on anyone the guy meets.
But what do you make of a campaign like that?
Well, whoever, I think Ekuma Mama Zimbi
actually launched that campaign on Twitter.
Yeah, why?
And she's been trending the entire week.
Well, why she launched?
And it's the guys who are talking.
Why she launched?
You should stop that advice.
But I think some ladies too will be complaining, but they will not want to show their faces.
Chris?
For me, I don't think this is something new. If you remember, sometime back in the 90s when, the whole noise about HIV was, in place where you had abstinence, use of condom. It's pretty much the same thing. I don't think it's nothing new. But for me, it's quite exciting or it's quite intriguing to realize or to hear some people are not comfortable with it. It all depends on where you stand on the divide. People will go down to biblical or, people want to go down to morals and, want to prosecute others for their amorals or for lack of a better word, their very secular lifestyle. However, I think as a person, as an individual, you always have your principles in life. People who think they are very Christian or people who are from very strong Christian homes and Christian backgrounds who propagate such messages should also leave what they say. In as much as you obviously will not get everyone going in that same direction. Some people might like it, some people might not like it. So I think as human beings, there's individual differences. Some will like it, some will not like it.
Okay.
And whoever you think you are or what you believe in, obviously that's what you're going to do. But you know, we are in this part of the world where people are very hypocritical.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. People will come out to say, when in reality they don't mean what they are saying. Like Yemi was saying, some of the ladies, I'm sorry, might be like, oh yeah, what they are saying. But you know, on the other side,
there's no sorry about it.
No, you know.
Because if they say some guys are not happy, you didn't say sorry. But Gladys, what do you think? Are you comfortable?
Now you want to ask me?
Do you support it?
I support her 100%.
That ladies should...
now legs are too widely opened.
How do you define widely open? Because if you open your door small, now wide. You open a jar, now wide.
Let's go on. I ignore you, Yemi.
Gladys.
Okay, so what do you make of Nasi going solo? He says he's not going solo really. There is still no tribe which he will perform with, but he's also developing his brand as Nasi.
I'm just praying and hoping it doesn't end up as one of, you know, over the period we've realized a lot of good groups, or you know, a lot of Ghanaian music groups over the period have had good songs, good hits, on the road to getting to the big dream or making that big game some way, somehow, for lack of sometimes usually management issues, or it all boils down to funds. Sometimes it's about how money's being splitted. This person thinking I play a major or a key role in the group. It's my contribution that pushes the group to this level. You know, it's rather unfortunate. However, I want to believe he's going to do a solo thing. However, the group Nasi, the group No Tribe should be, because like you're saying, over the period there's a lot they've done. They've come up school for and all that, and it will be sad to see the group, you know, going apart. And if care is not taken, their individual careers might also be affected. And there are a lot of examples, Prayer, Wuta, and the co, you know. So I'm just hoping, you know, this is done properly. If he really thinks, or if he says it's just a solo project, however, the group is intact, I just pray and hope it's the reality. And, you know, we are just not being given a gimmick or a PR thing.
Initially, I also felt so.
There's something fishy.
There's something more than, because
my sister, there's something.
You heard him. He explained
Forget
himself.
that story. Something is fishy.
It's like Oju story now.
I'll tell you something. From where I stand and what I think.
Nasi would want to see your eyes as you say this one.
Nasi, I know him. I love him so much.
Where you also want to know you now.
Oh,
so
I know. Sincerely, in Ghana, Nasi, Sonny Bedu, and you know, there are some gospel musicians that when they sing, they could touch your heart. In the group No Tribe, personally, Nasi is one person that when I hear him voice, sorry to the other person and the other people, whether they call them No Tribe, I go tell you true.
The truth is, Nasi over the period has been frontliner, you know.
So when frontliner, as my brother calls him, frontliner, he come out say he wants to start something.
The striker now.
My brother, my sister, there's something wrong.
No, but you see, they try to also give the impression that the other part now of No Tribe, who is Lord, is No Tribe. When it comes to No Tribe, it is Lord who actually moves the team.
Who does it? Is that what they are telling us? Let me tell you. There's something going on. Until that thing comes out, we're not going to know. All of a sudden, Nasi wakes up. He says he's going to do his own thing, but there is still no tribe. What are you talking about? So if we go for a show now, and they say Nasi performing, No Tribe performing, what are we talking about? Or you know, get where they come from.
How they get you?
Let me tell you something. It has happened with VIP. All of a sudden, we heard Promzy was going solo. He jumped from mountain. He fall down. Then Prayer, the tall one come out. Then Theatrical and Honey come. Bam, they scatter. It happens.
Wuta,
you know.
It starts from maybe because they are gospel, they're taking it very diplomatic.
What is gospel? What is gospel?
Let's see how that's going to play out.
Brother, there's nothing going to play out. It is either they're broken up or not. They should stop telling us.
Okay, but on a different note, What do you make of Kweku Bonsam venturing into hip hop?
No, with the herbalist man.
Yeah, the fetish priest.
That way they do something.
Yes.
He wants to go into music. Well, there is nowhere God
No,
can
he's already into music. He's done gospel album before.
Album or single?
So, album. He did an album.
Chineke.
I think he's just versatile. That's all I can say. He's versatile.
Mr. Versatile. Okay. I only know one versatile man. That is Ochami Kwame.
No, but don't you think he can make something of hip hop? Even though the gospel didn't really fly strongly. Yeah.
The one that has a lot of followers, Christian.
You know, the bottom line is, I
music.
think of, you know, for me, I think Kweku Bonsam is one person who kind of is a fame monger, let's say. It's actually, he always wants to be out there. He tries to do things.
The time he wanted to become a footballer.
You know, that's trying to get their attention.
Nothing no good do.
I don't think this is something, you know, for me, I'm not going to take it very serious. You know, for me, I think it's one of his things. Because over the period, we've seen him come up with
the earlier we take him serious,
you know?
the better.
I agree.
The earlier we take him serious, the better for all of us. Because he wants to become a footballer. He wants to become gospel musician.
Very dynamic.
You get
so versatile, yeah. Okay, so before we wrap up, Kanye West is scheduled to pick up an award, receive an honorary award at the MTV base for the body of his work. Does he deserve it? Does he have that much to deserve an award by the MTV?
It depends on where you're coming from, because I think Kanye has done a lot for himself and also for the industry, considering where he came from, having to come from the side of, like, you know, playing bits and production, becoming a main performer himself.
Yeah.
You know, when you, over the period, I think it's done tremendously and it's made an impact, whether I like it or not. However, being on it, that's a question which is, you know, arguably people might say he deserves it, people might say it does not. When you want to put him head to head with the likes of Jay-Z and Cole, some way, somehow you say he's not done that much when it comes to the other people. But however, there should be a set criteria for selecting him for such an award. And I think if the organizers or, you know, the patrons of the awards deem it fit and per their criteria is the one they want to give it to, why not? Let's just encourage him. Who knows? There's a lot more he's going to do. He's going to take the awards is going to make him take his craft to the next level, impact more lives, and get people into the arts. You never know.
Yeah, you mean?
Kanye, I love him so much, and I respect him. You know, there are some people that even if they clap, we go love them. There are some people that if they just come and they say, you know, someone like Michael Jackson, anything he does, even his mistake, we love it. To me, I think Kanye deserves it. You know, he has won so much.
Yeah.
He has done so much aside winning awards, Grammys. Yeah. He's won over 10 to 11 to 12. A lot of Grammy awards. He's done it. He's been there. And he's married to one of, you know, one sweetheart that everybody wants to, whether you love her or hate, you go still talk about that sister. So Kanye deserves it, to me.
Okay, before we wrap up the show tonight, let me quickly take a few of your messages tonight. Okay, so I have Najman from Cove Town who is saying that how can you wear your dress if you don't take it off? Guys, the message is positive. Just help them wear it. Actually, what do you say, Najman, okay, thanks for your contribution. This says that no tribe is not breaking up. Oh, it can't happen. I love the duo and Nasi in person, and that is coming from. You did not tell me your name. Too bad. Thanks for your contribution, though. This says, I wonder how Miss Bell is doing different things from what she may say. God have mercy on her to know the fact that one day. I beg, your shorthand is not helping me at all. I didn't train in that, so it's not going smooth. God bless you. Okay, thank you. And then I have this saying, Charles, thank you. You've been snapping me to prove that you've been watching me. Thank you so much, Charles. And Jifa from Akachi, you say I am looking great. Thank you. Emmanuel says that I love her so much, like a sister. it should do that. She shouldn't do that. So that's Miss Bell should not do that. She's done it already. So what are you talking about? Okay, so Enoch. Oh, you didn't see her pose?
Oh, she's a
But is she? Don't you think Miss Bell?
She has taken off her dress.
She should be the first person as a role model to be warned to wear a dress. So if role model open everything,
this says, I totally agree with Mama Zimbi. Staying away from sex or marriage, I support. Wear your dress now. Okay, thank you so much, Enoch. And you so experienced Doomso. Well, by now you should adjust. Adjust. It's part of the system. Thank you so much, guys, for making time with us here on the white carpet.
Thank you for having us.
You have any wish to do?
Wish.
I think there's this guy who's watching your show now, Master Pep.
Master Pep.
Yeah, you need to give a shout out to him.
Hey, Master Pep. Hey, Master Pep. Shout out to you. And you who?
I want to thank everybody for watching. And happy weekend.
All right. Thank you so much for spending your evening with us here on the white carpet. You can always catch a repeat of the white carpet on Sundays at 9:30 right here on Joy News on Multi TV, 9:30 p.m. I'm talking about. But of course, you can always make a date with us. In fact, you must make a date with us here on the white carpet. Come next Saturday, you have no idea what we have up our sleeve. Next Saturday is going to be wow. What a wow. You have no idea. I just don't want you to miss it because there'll be somebody here who will be explaining himself and giving you more vibes and gist about what he's up to. Thank you so much. My name once again is Gladys Osei Oredu. I love you all for making time with me here on the white carpet. Thank you so much, Airtel, for making the white carpet possible.
The white carpet was brought to you by
Airtel, the smartphone network.